Now we'll have our speakers. First up, Miss Beth Finley.
Never done this before, so bear with me.
You got this.
You got it. I had the privilege of being Ramadan's classroom neighbor for 8 of my 9 years teaching here at Parkway High School. Until this year when she ended up downstairs and I was on maternity leave. In that time, I laughed, cried, was infuriated with, and learned to embrace the force that was Ramadan, or Rami, as I called her. She is one of those teachers that you could tell teaching was her calling. She didn't always like the job, the paperwork, and the politics behind it, but very few teachers actually do. But she was passionate about her profession, and the idea that she got to impart wisdom on these kids brought her so much joy. She went through her fair share of trials, but she tried not to let them slow her down. In the beginning of our knowing each other, there was a period when she was told she had to limit how much talking she did, and how loud she could get. So she was provided with a microphone and a speaker so that her students could hear her. And the good thing is that my students also got a 2-for-1 lesson. Because we could hear her through the walls. But heaven forbid my kids sneeze too loud, because I would get a phone call saying, hey, you gotta quiet down. I remember one time she was ordering groceries to be delivered, and I assumed they were being delivered to her apartment. And she's like, hey, you need anything? I was like, yeah, man, I would kill for a Snickers. And as I was leaving for the day, here comes a girl carrying Walmart bags for her groceries to be delivered to her classroom. Apparently, this happened enough that they were on a first-name basis. And Rami said she didn't see the point in having her stuff for school delivered home just to have to load it back up and haul it up the elevator. And even better was the next day there was a Walmart bag full of Snickers on my door. That was Ramadan, always thinking of others. We once had snacks in the teacher's workroom, and I get a call in the middle of class, hey, honey bunny. I got some popcorn for you. I'm like, okay. She said they had it downstairs and I couldn't pass it up, so I grabbed you a bunch. I was like, Ramadan, why don't you just eat the popcorn? She's like, I can't eat it, but I thought you might. And a few minutes later, in comes a kid from next door holding 10 packs of microwave popcorn. Some of you have heard this story, but the same goes for our last conversation Friday. I get a call on my school phone. Hey, do your boys eat Vienna sausages? No, Ramadan. I have a 3-year-old who only eats chicken nuggets and an 11-week-old. So, no. She said, well, I'm sending them to you anyway. You can do what you want with them. I just didn't want them to go to waste. Well, Ramadan, why do you have Vienna sausages if you can't eat them? She said, well, I ate some and then I looked at the ingredients and realized I can't have them. Yeah. So a few minutes later, a kid with the most confused look on her face walks into my room holding a bag. It's like, me too, kid, I don't know. I passed them on to somebody who would eat them. Ramadan loved this place and its people, so much so that I don't think she ever wanted a faculty meeting to end. So she would ask the most random questions just to keep us all together a little longer. She was really sweet that way. But I think deep down most of us had the same questions, we just didn't want to ask. I hadn't seen her due to being on maternity leave, and of course she had moved downstairs. But the week before she passed, when I got back, I get a call. Hey, honey bunny, I just wanted to hear your voice. Are you really back? I said, sure I am, Rami, my first day. Okay, that's so great. Now I need you to send me this, this, and this. There are very few teachers that love Parkway and its students as much as she did, especially some of the students that were the hardest to love. I will miss hearing Roz from Monsters, Inc. I will miss her asking for packs of Oreos because her stomach hurts. I will miss hearing her scooter coming down the hallway and pretending that she ran over my foot standing outside of our rooms. But most of all, I will miss my friend.
And now, for one of our students, Ashley Castleberry.
never done this before either. So, thanks. My name's Ashley Ann Castleberry, and I'm a current senior here at Parkway High School. I had Miss Ramadan this past semester for chemistry, my first block. And I have to admit that chemistry is not my favorite subject. But Miss Ramadan did everything she knew to put a smile on my face and make the class enjoyable. Miss Ramadan did everything she knew to do to make sure I understood the material and the assignments we were learning. She took so much time out of her days to make sure all her students were caught up and understood what we were learning. Not only that, she took the time to make sure we were all okay. Earlier this semester, I was going through a really rough patch, and Miss Ramadan could easily see that I was always upset and stressed out. One day, she sat me down and took the time to really talk to me. And she told me that everything was going to be okay, to always give my 100% best effort, and that was always good enough. She told me not to stress and worry over everything, especially the things that I cannot control. I greatly appreciate this advice and Ms. Ramadan taking the time out to talk to me and help me. Even though Ms. Ramadan and I used to butt heads a lot, she always helped me and put a smile on my face. Ms. Ramadan, thank you and God bless you.